Halftime games. Boy, we have a lot of blowouts. A lot of games kind of going as they were mapped out on paper. And some games, well, probably a little tougher than some thought. We got the New York Jets just really turning the ball over here against the Bengals. 3 turnovers. The Jets really came out. They marched right down the field on the Bengals. They held them on a goal line stance after the first turnover, but since then, they have not been able to hold on to the ball. Meanwhile, Jared Goff just struggling as he has been struggling, and here it is again. The same story for the Lions. It's they do this. They go for it on 4th down, like in the worst spots instead of taking points. And, well, you have Jared Goff. He's going to get sacked. I mean, that is what happens, and that is where they're at. How's your
I don't know why they keep playing that gameplay. Like, everyone knows it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like we saw it in Chicago, and now we're seeing it again here at home against the Eagles. 17-0 Philly. I know Kevin Thomas didn't like the way the Eagles offense was looking. Well, he hadn't seen him play the Detroit Lions yet, so I think that was part of the problem there. But we have
that's a fact right there.
We have a few games that are going to halftime and a few games that are already at halftime. But as always, we'll just continue to bet these things as we go. We have the Rams minus 6.5 in the second half. They are up 24-0 against the Texans. The Texans have not even gotten a whiff of scoring in this game. I don't think they've been past the 50-yard line. I'm not sure on that one. And we have the Steelers, the Browns minus 3 against the Steelers. Much better weather than we expected in still a very low-scoring game. We also, I see the Bears are at halftime. The Eagles are now at halftime, and the Dolphins are all at halftime too. So we'll see if we can get updated lines on those. Any thoughts on those initial 2, though, Joe?
Which 2? Because I froze a little bit there. You're thinking Rams
minus 6.5
which
against.
Which other one were you saying, Mitch?
Rams Texans, Browns minus 3 against the Steelers. That game is 3-3 at halftime. Now we've got a few more lines. We've got the Dolphins, the Bills minus 6.5 against the Dolphins, and the 49ers minus 1.5 here against the Bears. We've seen 22 points in that game. That is more than I thought we would see in the entire game. The Bengals kick a field goal here against the Jets before the at the 2-minute. The Jets hold them off, so it's 17-7 there.
Mitch, I love these halftime shows. You talk so fast. I don't know which way my brain is going sometimes. I absolutely love it. There's so much information to take in. I love the Rams for that second half. That's the speed I'm at with this. Minus 6.5. Give it to me all day long on that one. I think I'm proud of you for taking the Rams straight up to start this game. I wasn't brave enough. Definitely where your money should have been in this game for anyone who bet it. So I'm taking them the second half. They're going to come out really strong.
I was, today was one of those days, and I said it on the live show this morning, that I was a little nervous about it because I generally don't like to be on these big public favorite square plays, but I didn't see anywhere to go so here was my strategy going into today for these early games. And the late games are always a little bit different than the early games. It's kind of like the players watch the early games or something, and they kind of learn something from it, or they get a different mindset in the later games. But in these early games, today my strategy was stay the hell away from the divisional battles. There was a few of them today. The Bills, Dolphins, Steelers, Browns, the Panthers, Falcons, the Titans, Colts, and it was just like, I'm just going to start by crossing all of those off my card. It's like, because in the divisional games, anybody can beat anybody on any given week. That left me the 49ers against the Bears, which wasn't going to happen for me. The Eagles against the Lions, which we got a chance to bet against Jared Goff again. We might not. This is kind of like that bad baseball pitcher. We might not get that many chances to bet against this guy again. We need to take advantage of every opportunity we have to bet against this quarterback coach combination, because this is one of those rare things where the stars are all aligned, and you have probably the 31st ranked head coach in the NFL and maybe the 31st ranked quarterback in the NFL. I would give him 27, 20, 29th ranked quarterback, all on the same team. So you got a bad quarterback with a guy calling bad plays, putting him in bad situations.
So,
in my life we've
next,
always called these bad decisions.
right? Next time I even mention Jared Goff in a positive way, you can just flat out ring a buzzer, do something, because never again am I going to put anything back in behind him. Let's quickly talk the Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills. We've got a spread of 6.5, Mitch, in this one. This game is tied 3-3 at halftime. Do you think the Buffalo Bills will come out and cover the 6.5-point spread in the second?
I don't know. The Dolphins are really playing them tough here. They're D'ing up on them, and I think this game is going to come down to a field goal one way or another. Yeah. I do at this point. And I think maybe it's a touchdown game, but I think that could go either way. I think obviously the Bills are the better team, so it's not one that it's one of the tougher ones. To me, it's like I say we continue to ride the Rams here. I think they're going to score 100 if they feel like it. They're making it look, and the thing is, the Rams even missed out on a scoring opportunity down in the red zone. They ended up with no points on it, and they're still winning 24-0. The Bengals here, the Jets now driving here for a score too. So we're going to get an interesting line in that game as well. The Panthers are +1 against the Falcons, another divisional game, and this one is super tight also. I think I'm just gonna go with the Rams here at the -6.5. I love it, and I'm gonna start there. I'll start there.
I definitely like that with you. I'm just looking at the team totals for those ones. We have Houston at home, so they have a team total of 13.5 in the second half. And then we have a Rams team total. That seems off. Second half, 7.5.
No, that's the Texans.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've totally flipped those. So we have the Texans over 7.5 or the Rams over under 13.5. Do you like either of those?
We have an interesting situation here because the Texans, we do have a shutout going in this game.
Yeah.
And that's a different story than like if the Texans if it was 24-7, it's a different game than if they have a shutout going. The Jets score a touchdown here to make it 17-13 with the extra point pending. So it's going to be, a 3-4 point game here at the half in this Jets-Bengals game.
I like it. I think the best thing to do with this Ram game is stay off any of the totals and just take that spread of 6.5. I really like that position there.
Yeah, it's just a matter of how many points the Rams want to score.
And how bad they want to keep
what the hell? I'm going to go Rams team total over 14. I'm going to go Texans team. Oh, the team total on the Texans is -145 at 7.5.
Tells you a lot right there with that line.
You can't get anywhere near it.
No.
Oh boy, that is a tough spot. They're really pushing us on that one. So,
are they ever?
Eagles -1.5 here against the Lions. We've seen the Lions play pretty well in second halves of games and make them a little closer than they were. That one I'm a little worried about. The Browns -3 here in this one against the Steelers. That just seems so pushy to me at this point.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And I've been liking what I've been seeing out of the Steelers. They're both going into this 3-3 at halftime. The Steelers have been keeping on the Browns in this one, back and forth defensive battles. So
it's been
look more into this one.
It's been close,
Yeah.
It's been real close. Let's see what else we got.
So we have a 2.5-point spread in that one. That's a hard one because I really do think when we look at the first lines going into this, the Steelers were at +4 going into this game.
I got one here, Joe, that I like. Under 20.5 for the second half, Bears 49ers. I think both these teams outkicked their coverage, scoring 22 total points in the first half. I could see the second half being 10 points total. I'm going to go with the under in this one. I'm going to go.
Yeah, I definitely like that. I think that is a very safe way to play the second half of the game.
Yeah,
20.5. That's definitely a good way.
I got +1. I got +105 on mine, and now they've changed it to even money on that. But why not?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to go.
We know these teams stink. The Colts get a field goal before the half, go up 17-14. the Jets touchdown has come off the board. Of course, that only happens to the New York frickin' Jets, right? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And they give them the ball it's in that top corner TV that has my light from my other studio set up, kind of blocking it. So, yeah, for those, it's Rams-Texans. They have the ball on about looks like the 15-yard line-ish of the Bengals with 24 seconds left to go in the half. So they did not get that touchdown in true Bengals fashion.
Yeah.
Or true Jets fashion. They're on the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Let's see what happens here. White has played fairly well. One of the interceptions was a really bad one, but the other one hit off the ear hole of his receiver, bounced up in the air, and was a one-handed grab by a linebacker for the interception, which, of course, only happens to the Jets. And then there was the fumble by Jamison Crowder, was the 3rd turnover. I haven't given out any other picks. I don't really love these games so much. I might put a little something on the Browns if you must, you know. Yeah,
we have a spread of 0.5 for the Titans and Colts. The Colts being the underdog in the second half.
I'm going to take the Dolphins plus the points because I'm a homer.
Okay. And the Dolphins were plus how many points there?
6.5.
Yeah, I like that way because I had the Dolphins plus the points to come into this game, so I like staying on that side of it as well.
Yeah, but if you take the Bills minus the 6.5, that gives you a touchdown cushion for a middle where you could hit both sides.
That would be actually nice to hit both sides. I don't know though what we're seeing out of Miami in this first half has been incredible. I think if anyone's going to,
but you're talking about a touchdown win. You know, if they win by 7, you know, in a tie game.
Bills, when was the last time the Bills went into a locker room only having 3 points on a board? I don't know how this team is going to come back in the second half. We don't see them in this situation a lot.
We saw them.
I'm not putting any money on them right now.
We saw them with 10 against the Steelers total in that game, and they lost. So in the low-scoring games like this, the Bills have lost these games.
Yeah, so I'm not touching them. I know I can make that difference in the spread, and I know the Bills have a very good chance. They are the better team coming into it to do that, and I could get both sides of it, but I don't like how the Bills are playing today, so I won't do that. What do you think, though, about the Titans and the Colts?
I like the Colts there still. Let's see if there's a line on this one now.
0.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not getting. Oh yeah, I do have it. So the Colts are getting a half a point. So if they win by 3 exactly, but I'm showing that line that at plus a half, you have to pay up to minus 140 on the juice. So the actual half is just a pick 'em, and the Jets get the touchdown here. Oh.
They're out, I think. Oh, camera guy went out. That's for sure.
Braxton Berrios, of course, former University of Miami Hurricane there with the catch. He is a sure-handed receiver. Well, I think we're going to get some value. We might get some good value here on the Bengals in the second half now. I think probably in a better position. The Bengals will get the second half kickoff in that game. The Jets took the opening drive, marched right down the field. White was 7-7, and they drove right down for a touchdown in that one.
What a credible touchdown, too, to end that half. It was beautiful. I can't believe he got that last bit of his toe down.
I'm going to take the Colts here just for the hell of it. Just because, I didn't have a lot of action on today's games. I only put action on the games that I gave out as premium picks. So I only had 3 bets, to start the day.
See, and I'm getting the Colts minus 0.5 at plus 106 for the second.
I have them at plus a half at minus 140.
Okay, so it's switching everywhere.
Yeah.
I got Titans at plus a half at minus 140. So my book's got the opposite to you.
Yeah, I like the plus a half. I don't like the minus 140. So
No, I don't either. This is such a tight game. I think this is going to be a 1 point game either way. And oh man, I'm not putting a second half bet on this one. We got a 14-17. We've got a total in the second half of 26 and a half. Paying more juice on the under. Wow. I don't know. I'm not loving this. I'm not betting anything on the second half of this one. Not loving it.
Let's see where we're at. So they scored 31 in the first half. I could see the over in that one.
I could too, but that's putting a lot of faith. Yeah.
So we are broadcasted across the internet right now. We're on the Sports Chat channel. We're on the Pick Dogs channel, and I like it going across the entire internet. And I know we do something everyone else has got to copy us. I see other people now doing the same thing. They weren't doing it 2 weeks ago. Now they're doing it. So it's like whatever. It's like, but.
Well, at least we're always original.
Yeah, that's what I always say. It's like. We know what's going on out there. Meanwhile, the Lions and the Eagles are back out on the field. The Eagles have the ball at their own 10-yard line here against the Lions. This one, I'd say one more Eagles touchdown, and this one would be officially out of hand, but they'd lose 2 yards on that play.
Well, we have a line out for the Bengals and New York Jets. We have a 5.5-point spread on my book in favor of the Bengals as a favorite.
Still not getting the line. So I trail you a little bit on that. Oh, here we go. I got it at 4.5, and I love it. I love it. Biggest bet of the half is going to be the Bengals minus the 4.5. Yeah, people are already hitting this thing. The juice is moving fast on this thing. Probably my bet just might have moved it as well.
I just 4.5. Mine's coming down too.
Yeah, the Bengals have had some opportunities inside the red zone and have not fully capitalized. On one of them, they got no points. On the other one, they got a field goal at the 1 yard line. So I don't think the Jets are going to continue to hold up from there. I just don't. Yeah. I think it's important for the Eagles to get out of this hole though in their own end zone. What's going on? I can't see that far.
Which game match?
Eagles and the Lions. These are my old glasses. I don't even have my Oh, here they are. All right, thankfully. Yeah, I can't see. And Jalen Hurts, there's the beauty of a mobile QB. He was trapped at his own 2 yard line, runs it out to the 30. Just a backbreaker there for the Lions, because if the I would say if the Eagles score a touchdown here, down 24-0, I'm going to circle that one as a winner. Yeah. The Rams have the ball here against Houston, and they're in their own territory, which they haven't spent a lot of time there so far. But so with the games that are still at the half, which is just the Bengals and the Titans, we have the Bengals. I took the Bengals in that one, and I also took the Colts in the second half. But my biggest bet of all the halftime bets is the Bengals minus the 4.5.
Yeah, and that is my favorite, too. I think this Bengals team comes out so hard in the second. I'm surprised how well the Jets have kept up in that first. So,
whoever thinks that Tua is not a good quarterback, yeah, you haven't seen this guy play. I mean, he is leaving it all out on the field there. He didn't get the first down there, but he at least, at least went down swinging.
Oh, for sure. I don't know why people undervalue him.
And the Dolphins D and special teams playing extremely well as well.
Yeah. So we just have the Colts and the Bengals at halftime, correct?
Yes.
Those 2 games?
Yep. And I have the I took the Colts. I took them at just on the money line because I have them at plus a half. Joe has them at minus a half. I like the plus a half. I don't like the minus 140 juice. I'm going to probably say I wish I would have paid the minus 140 juice. I have a feeling on that one.
Yeah.
But so be it. And I like the I like the Bengals a lot here against the Jets. I feel like the Jets have really gotten away with a couple in this one. But the Philadelphia Eagles all the way out from the 2-yard line now at the 50-yard line. Joe will not be taking Jared Goff ever again. I said when she took Goff in the office pool, I said, I forbid you to take the Lions. She took them anyway, and, well, it wasn't pretty.
Well, no, it wasn't. They need an absolute miracle here to even hang with the Eagles today, and it's not happening. So I really did think Jared Goff would do a little bit more at home with his offense, but they're not getting it there. And we're seeing the defense make the mistakes over and over again. For the Eagles to pull out of this drive how they did is unbelievable. They keep letting them get first downs. Oh, frustrating to watch for sure.
This is it is a tough watch. Even if you have the other team, just having to sit through a Detroit Lions game is not easy to do.
That's why the channel's getting changed.
It's just some bad football.
Yeah, I would much rather watch the Steelers and the Cleveland Browns go at it for sure in this one. I love strong defensive games like this where we've got two teams just pounding at each other and making it a hard battle for each.
Joe is one of the all-time great freezers on camera. She freezes unbelievably, like every single time. You know, it's like, you get me. It's like I have some weird look. You know, it's like the worst possible position. It's like as pale and fat and old as I can look. That's how I'm gonna freeze. Joe, it's just like, it's like,
yeah.
What's your driver's license photo look like? That's that good. It's like, it's not fair.
I actually do have a good driver's license.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
It's like, oh yeah, my license. Okay.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Good games. I'm excited for these afternoon games too, Mitch. I know we're going to be live at halftime for those. Are we just doing that for premium and VIP, or is that for everyone?
I think it's going to be for everyone. We've been doing it for everyone. I haven't gotten any emails complaining about it. I think that the VIP members have more than gotten their money's worth, at that price point. Plus, they get the free consensus report, which is $50 on its own. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I think we should actually reel that and at the new year. We'll rethink it as to what it's going to be, and have different. Maybe either add levels or subtract levels or something. I'm not really sure. We'll figure it out. We always do. Not too worried.
No, it will be good, though. Whichever way we do it, it's going to be good.
The Bengals D has been bad, but they've gotten 3 turnovers, so they haven't been that bad.
Yeah, this is quite a game.
Looks like we're just waiting on the Jets and Bengals here to go back on the field. Usually when we do these, we wait for the teams to come back on the field. Of course, we'll be back for those 4 o'clock games. That's always a weird one because the games start 25 minutes apart, so the show could end up being a half hour or so. And then, of course, Sunday Night Football is my favorite one. It's just, and Monday Night Football, it's just 12 minutes. We know exactly how long it's going to be. We run like usually 14, 15 minutes total, but it's high energy, a lot of fun, unless we have a lousy game. Cleveland with the turnover there on the Steelers, or they have the ball now at the Pittsburgh 20. So moving the Bears are 3rd and goal, driving for that field goal. They're on the 5-yard line. I'm going to bet field goal here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Eagles called for a flag. No, it's the Lions. Illegal hands to the face, declined. The result of the play is a touchdown for the Eagles. Yeah, not a good day for the Goff backers here. And, of course, the Bears, no touchdown whatsoever. Cole Kmet. Our 20.5 under feels a little – it hit him. It hit him in the wrong spot, the hands.
Yeah. Have you heard anything about Dak Prescott for tonight, Mitch?
I haven't heard anything. I did actually, though, right before we came on, I did my World Series video. I didn't do one yesterday. I felt bad about it because I didn't get a starter until so late. And today I saw the starter posted. Tucker Davidson. So I did do the video. I didn't want to do the video without the starting pitcher. I've done those in the past. It's not as fun for me, you know. I feel like I'm cheating you guys when I do it. Unless I absolutely have to, you know, and I don't, you know, I have somewhere I got to be or something. It's like I'm here anyway. So
I like it. All your dedication to all the viewers, Mitch, is outstanding.
Thanks, Joe. It's also for my. I do it for my own benefit, so I make sure I know what games are going on. No, I'm just kidding. I do it for. Hopefully, everyone gets something out of it. I always say, it's like even if people are, you know, like to play against my picks or they just want a different opinion or whatever. That's really the whole point. I'm not saying like I'm never lose and I'm this expert. You know, so I say, you know, I even say when I advertise the premium, if you want my best bets or best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, go to Pick Dogs, you know, premium. But anyways, looks like we're all back in action here and ready to roll. What are you doing this afternoon, Joe, besides watching football?
Watching football, and then my brunch, I can smell it. I have this beautiful brunch ready to eat. So I was hoping to eat it before halftime, but timing did not work out. I'm not fast enough cooking that damn brunch.
Well, they're a little slow with my NBA lines for tomorrow, so I was going to do my NBA videos, but I think I'm just going to work out during the second half and go from there, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like touchdown Cleveland Browns. I like working out, watching the games. For me, it helps the workout go so much faster. You know, it really does. But I've been working out before the shows in the morning, and that way at least I get to sleep through the workout. I really hate working out.
I do too. I think your idea of having a treadmill where your TVs are is the best. I think I'm going to do the same thing.
My wife got a call from one of the neighbors. We don't have a lot of trick-or-treaters here, but my wife got a call from one of the neighbors that their kids want to come over trick-or-treating. So my wife bought 15 candy bars. They've got 2 kids. I mean.
Well, she knows that you'd probably want a couple.
Yeah, but I had the 4 birthday cakes already, so.
Yeah.
It starts to add on. Looks like the Texans, the Rams got the ball, did not score, and the Texans now have the ball, but they haven't crossed the 50 this game. So, anyways, we'll see everybody in just a little bit. Halftime of the late games. We got the Broncos are playing against who's playing? Broncos are playing against Washington.
Yeah.
We've got the Patriots and the Chargers, which should be a good one. We've got Jacksonville, Seattle, which should be a good game too. I mean, if you listen to the Cappers this morning, there was a lot of, you know, back and forth on that one. And then the Tampa Bay, New Orleans, which is probably the Jim Nantz, Tony Romo game. Oh, actually, it's on Fox, so it'll be the Troy Aikman game. Will be that one. But
always fun and entertaining there.
Yes, I like it like on in the playoffs, like when Troy Aikman sometimes looks like he just got in from last night, you know, when he does the playoffs. It's like sometimes, I mean, Troy Aikman, sometimes it looks like, you know, he's ready to go to a wedding. Other times it's like, did you just get home from last night, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he slept in some of those. I'm like, wow.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But we appreciate everyone who joined us. The Lions have completed a pass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mark that down.
It happened. I believe they're across the 50-yard line, which they were right at the end of the half. But, of course, they went for it on 4th down. And, wow. I don't think.
Absolutely. Make some better coaching decisions there.
I think
really.
I think the Lions, you know, make some of the worst decisions on going for it on 4th down of anybody. Meanwhile, San Francisco just stinks. I mean, this is a team that is so bad. I mean, when the Bears are, oh boy, there's a fumble, and the ball goes out of the back of the end zone, and that is a touchback or safety.
For which game, Mitt?
Miami Buffalo.
Okay.
So Miami punted, and the ball took an odd squirt, and all the Dolphins had to jump on it in the end zone. It looked like it had been touched.
I think
they're ruling it a touchback. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great rest of this game, first half of the next game. And we'll see you in a little bit. Joe, as always, pleasure. And we'll see you in a couple hours.